Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sadashiva Shimarambam Shankaracharya Madhyama Aspadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Parampara. Om Sagana Bhavadu Sagano Punartu Sakaviryan Karavavakai Tejasvina Vadidamastu Mahavit Vishavakai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Astita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvaraya Mitve Brahma Vidyacharyaya Nachikedase. Namaskaram. My obeisance to all the great gurus, Guru Paramparas, on whose teaching and whose enlightenment we get directions, on whose shoulders we stand up and see far ahead. My pranams to Sri Balaji for the selfless teaching for many, many years, along with Lakshmi, and namaskars to you, and to you, and to all of you, because you teach me with your Satya Sankalpam and Shraddha. The very word Sishya comes from the Sanskrit root Shash, Shastra, Sasana, command, to be commanded, to be instructed, to be followed. It is the Sishya who makes the Guru. Like a child makes a man to be a father by his very birth. The Shishtacharam is Vaibhavam. So Guru Purnima is, of course, it is paying reverence to the Gurus, but it is also paying reverence to the Sishyas, because without Sishyas there is no Guru. And there is no hierarchy in this except for learning. A great Guru learns from the Sishya, and Sishya learns from the Guru. But the importance is, sometimes we say, who is your Guru? And we will say, no, my Guru is Ramana Maharshi, Adi Shankaracharya, Deshikacharya, Ramanuja. Yeah, they are all Gurus for everybody. But who comes to help you to unravel your point of view, removes your suspicions? So the Sishtacharam is to see in anybody who guides you the form of the Guru that you want to have. You see in the Guru the Shankara, you see in the Guru the Ramana, you see in the Guru whoever you want to see. Let's say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. What does it mean? It means it's not Vishnu is coming as a Guru to you. The Guru is Vishnu. This is purely for our own self-enlightenment. So this Guru Purnima is one such occasion to recollect. And what do we worship here is your Satya Sankalpam. Sankalpam, to have Satsangam, to attend to it. I think one of those shlokas in Deshikacharya says, it's not Vishwasa that makes a Sishya the best, called Mahavishwasa. The unassailable trait. That's why even the Guru sometimes he imparts something what he knows. The Sishya holds on to it and has got a lot more faith in it, and he achieves the power. So being a Sishya is a privilege, and like you, I like to be a Sishya to many, many Gurus in this world. Okay, now coming back to this Kathopanishad. We missed 2-3 weeks, and hope that you don't really forget where we were, because this is such an intense study It is to be taught every day to have that memory. But I hope that you follow up by revising it. So in the Pradama Adhyaya, Vidya Valli, second chapter, second section, you can say, we saw, I think we saw verse 18 and 19 in the last class. 18 is where the Upadesam starts, Vedantam starts. In the 12th mantra, if you remember, Bhagavan is giving Adhyatma Yogam. Adhyatma Yogam as a means to achieve Atma Jnanam. The Adhyatma Yogam in the Vedantic tradition manifests in three forms, in three stages. What are the three stages of the process? Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. Shravanam means listening. Shraddha is there, Shreyas is there, Sharanagati is there. With absolute surrender, with Shraddha, you hear Vedanta Vakya. Vedanta, this path is transcending the karma. There is no upasana here, there is no mantram, there is no yajnam. All that you do to purify your mind, with a purified mind, you started Shravanam of Shastra Darshanam, Vedanta Darshanam. During the Shravanam, it becomes an Adhyatma Vidya, Sri Vidya, Adhyatma Vidya. The Vidya is not to learn a distant entity called Ishvara. No. This is to learn the Ishavasyam in you, the divinity within you, the divinity in everything else. So that is a Vidya. So in a way that what we are doing now is Shravanam. We are all learning the Atma Vidya. So it is Atma Vidya that comes in. Then you sit down at some stage, or whatever you do, or before the next Shravanam starts, you do Mananam. Mananam is contemplation. See, in Vedantic tradition, Shraddha is not belief. Shraddha is that what the Shastras tells you is correct and perfect, but it does not fit with my experience or with my intellect, with my pseudo knowledge. Even then, I have faith in that knowledge. The Shraddha will take me to resolve my doubt. So in a blind faith, you suppress your doubts. You just take it. It may also take you, because God has got compassion. Like a child, child when it cries, you can give anything to it, it will eat, because it has Shraddha in you. It's absolute innocence, that's fine. But for us, with the intellect and the mind it playing a role where we question everything else, you need a path where that suppression is not there. You ask questions. That is why Vedanta is so beautiful, because here it encourages you to ask questions. The Mananam is the process where you question your Shravanam, match with your experience, attain doubts, go back to the Shravanam again, get it clarified, do Mananam again. So when you do this, what you get is Adhyatma Jnanam. So Shravanam is Adhyatma Vidya. The Mananam is Adhyatma Jnanam. So you attain the Jnanam. What is Adhyatma Jnanam here? I have no more doubt. I fully subscribe to what Mother Raja tell Nachiketas, what my teacher tells me, what is Atma. Everything I understand, I have no doubts. It is not salvation yet, but you are in the path which takes you to salvation because you have no suspicions anymore, no samsayam, no doubts. Very clear mind. Clarity makes moksha, way to moksha. We normally don't get clarity, you know. So I've been doing this puja, but this acharya, this priest came to me and told, "Oh, Guru dosham is there. You do this mantra. If you don't do it, you'll get this thing." Then I go there. Then there is somebody said, "Send it out to 200 people. This WhatsApp message. You get something else." I go somewhere. So you are. That means you have lack of clarity, lack of commitment. That means you have Shravanam is not enough, Mananam is not enough. But when you have the conviction, that is Adhyatma Jnanam is there, then you need to be established. That is Nididhyasanam. That means you started importing that knowledge, intensify the knowledge, personify the knowledge. You live that knowledge. Assimilation. That means I don't have jealousy anymore because that being is another Atma who is none other than me. So that kind of a living you do, there you get Adhyatma Yogam. Yoga means yuj, one with that. You become one with Atma. Nishta, Isavasyam, Idagum Sarvam, you attain it. So when Yamadharma Raja said Adhyatma Yogam, it is not some physical exercise of yoga or upasana. All that we passed here about the Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Adhyatma Vidya, Adhyatma Jnanam, Adhyatma Yogam. So we are in the process of pursuing Adhyatma Vidya. Okay, all that is just to give you a context. So here he said, Na jayate briyate, or the see, na ayam kudaschit kabhuva kaschit ajo neti sashvado ayam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Okay. I think we saw it in elaborate. Atma is not born, it doesn't die, it doesn't come from anything else. All this, Bhagavan says in Gita, you remember that? Na jayate mriyate va katachi, na ayam bhutva babitva va boya. Exactly like Kathopanishad. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire, he says, this chapter 2, verse 20. Exact Kathopanishad. So this is the definition or a description of Atma, but this is not a philosophy. This is the truth. Philosophy, you intellectually contemplate, debate. Truth, you just assimilate. So Atma is myself, yourself, I. I am not born, I don't die. All this is, see, na hanyate, nothing can be killed. And in the next verse, again we saw that in this, Mother Maja says, Handa chen manyate hantum, adas chen manyate hatam, ubau thou na vijanito, na ayam hanti na hanyate. Of course, we take Mother Maja as a killer of being, but therefore he chose that killing action. But you can take it for any action. He's saying Atma is akarta. Atma doesn't do any action. Atma is not an object. Atma cannot be killed. So even though Nachiketas, you think I'm killing the Jiva, no, I'm not killing. The Jiva Atma cannot be killed. I help in the separation of embodiments which are not Atma Chaitanya, which is Anatma. Now, these two mantras are paradoxical because it is Shravanam is fine. I still see my relatives die, my father died, my mother died. They're gone. It creates a scar in my heart. I suffer. I'm afraid of my death. So now you say, I will not die. I will not die. I'm not born. So Shraddha comes and tells me, you must believe that is the right thing. Shraddha tells me, I don't have the knowledge to realize that. Therefore, Shraddha makes me to be in this class again and again to understand it. But then it gives me a clue. If it is right and if I don't see the experience of it, the impediment is the I. That means if I don't die, if I'm not born, then the I that is set is unborn, may not be the I that I'm claiming to everybody else. I am this person, I am the senior manager, executive, all the kind of crap I say. That I is not, it is referring to. So that means, do I have two eyes in me? Yeah, I have two eyes. But do I have the real eye to see the two eyes in me? That is the question it leads to. And Shraddha tells me, yes, there are two eyes. One is real, one is unreal. The one that is unreal is called Jiva. The one that is real is the Sara of Jiva, Jiva Atma. So I am, which one I? This is the question we're going to talk more. This is the contemplation. It's very exciting. Actually, when you listen to, at least I find it so ecstasy when you think about it, contemplate on it. So that's the kind of bhavana you need. So we saw these two mantras. Now the next one, we'll see. Very interesting one, this one. Now he is going to explain in 20, 21, and 22 the Atma. But again, it is going to give you with a lot of paradoxical statement. Upanishad is not, it's an easy knowledge, but not an easy process to understand. If you are weak-hearted, you will drop out. But if you see the fun in this, then you will like it, because it is full of contradiction. Look at this mantra. Anoraniyan makato mahiyan atmascha janto nikito guhayam tamakrudu pashyati vita shoko dadu prasadan mahimanam atmanaha. Anoraniyan makato mahiyan atmascha janto nikito guhayam. Anoraniyan makato mahiyan. Ano means anoho. Anu, atom. Aniyan, it is, now he's describing Atma, describing me, the true you. This Atma is smaller than the atom, smaller than the smallest. Okay, so what? He says, Mahatu Mahiyan. It is bigger than the biggest. Now, this is crazy. How can you say two contradictory statements? One is smaller than the smallest, but it is the bigger than the biggest. In Vedanta, contradiction is what we study. You cannot avoid contradiction in life, because in Vedanta, the life we perceive to be real itself is not real. But I see it, I touch it, I see it. But Vedanta says, no, it is not real. Contradiction. So if I have to study the life, and Vedanta helps me to study the life, it has to deal with contradiction. So every time you start a Vedantic lecture, reading a book or discourse you hear, you will be confronted with contradiction. It is not dogmatic, it is not assertion. Sun rises in the east. Yeah, I like it, I know it. No contradiction. I cannot argue. It does not give you pacifying statements which makes you comfortable with what you know in this world. If Vedas tell me what I already know about this world, why do I need Vedas? Why do I need philosophy or doctrine to tell me everything is different? I know it, everything is different. I look at it, everything is different. I don't need Vedas. So this is why Gnosticum comes in. You don't need Vedas to tell me that we are different. So but we need to know that we appear to be different. So I'm not discarding Dvaita Vedanta. You need Dvaita Vedanta, but it has to have the context, because you have to have differences. The differences need to be merged into distinction. You understand the difference between difference and distinct? A book is different from the flower. The white flower is distinct from the green flower. Then the distinction has to become unification. That means you need to really challenge the contradiction. In Vedanta, a lot of contradictions is there. The Sanskritam itself gives you, the language itself gives you very great felicity. You know, in the Sanskritam, there is of course, there are few languages who can match that one. Alankara Shastra. So I want to give one example. This is a very famous mantra, we all know it. We all use it in the prayers. Agajanana Patmargam, Gajananam Akarnisham, Anekatantam Bhaktanam, Ekatantam Upasmahe. We say that, right? Agajananam, Gajananam, Anekatantam, Ekatantam. See, look at the contradiction. This is an alankar. So if you are able to look for enticing, exciting interpretation of mantras, if your bhavana is like this, even a simple sloka will throw up this kind of a question. This is vichara. It is not Gajananan means Lord Ganesha. Gajanan means not Lord Ganesha. No, you can take a literal meaning like this. The Shabdam A makes it negating. It's not like that. Agaja. Aga means the mountain. Ga Shabdam in Sanskrit is for, one of the root meaning is movement. Gati. Aga means that does not move. Achalam. Mountain. Ja Shabdam is Jannam, Jayate, which creates, which manifests. So Agaja means one born out of the mountain. Parvati. So Agaja means Parvati. Agaja Anana. Anana means the face, as you know. What is the face like? Padmatam. Padma Argam. Argam is sun, the rays of sun. Padmarga means the lotus face which shines like a sun. That means the lion says, Parvati's face shines like a sun. What does he do? Gajananam Agarnisham. So the Agajananam is now Gaja. Here it's a one word, Gajananam. Gaja Ananam. Gaja means here elephant. Ananam means face. Gajananam means elephant face. Agarnisham. Agar means the daytime, Nisham means the nighttime. So this Parvati's bright face is all the time, the day and night is on the Ganesha. Right? Okay. Now, Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekatantam Upasmike. Here you can see Anekatantam Ekatantam. Here, the point is saying Aneka means many, right? Many. This Dantam is not shown to be real Dantam. It is the Shabdam is to give. Dadati, Dhanam. The means one who gives. So Aneka means one who gives many. Tam. So Dantam, you remember the and Tam. Tam means his. Bhaktanam. That means one who gives many things to his bhakta. Who is that? Ekatantam. That is one who has got one task. So what do? Upasmake. So we worship him. So you can see, I just for rasam I am bringing this. Now when you expand the meaning of it, when you understand it, the contradiction goes away. Anekatantam, ekatantam, what is this contradiction? It goes away. Like that is what we do in the Vedanta also. In Vedanta, the meaning goes deeper. So tell me the meaning of it now. What is that is smaller than the smallest and the bigger than the biggest? If there is something like this, that has to be all pervasive. Well, I cannot really visualize all pervasive. The best I can pervasive is the space, the gap. Space is everywhere. Okay. How can I say it's a space is small and as well as big? Big I can see. Everywhere is space. But can space be small? Yes. If you took any object, if you take a cup, there's a space inside small. If I go on an atom, there's a space inside. So this big and small parameters cannot be applied to something which is all pervasive. You understand? An example. Electricity. Is electricity big or small? I say, what kind of question is this? If it is in a battery, 2 volts, 1 volt, yeah, it's small. The computer even small. But if I take a big megawatt generator, it's big. So the smallness and bigness is in their expression of their power. It's when the all-pervasive energy expresses in an upati. Upati is an adjunct in which, like the battery is an upati. Electricity comes out there. The bulb is an upati. My body is an upati. So when it is expressed in the upati, I can attain matras, small, big. When it is all pervasive, it's amatra, immeasurable. You understand? So I'm trying to give you some yukti pravanam, so how to understand the meaning of it. This is not enough. You need to realize it. So it is not a contradiction Anur aniyan, magdo mahiyan. Magdo mahiyan. Magdo means big, and big. Also, you can say valuable and highly valuable, cheap and expensive. How can same thing be cheap and expensive? Quite easy. A little stud I'm buying, just a gold plated, cheap. But a gold necklace, expensive. It's the same gold. The goldness has no value, but where it manifests, it's got a value. So here the meaning is it is all pervasive, immeasurable in size and value, but it can be also measured in size and value when you see them as an expression of power. So if you and I don't realize the Atma, you see the Atma's expression as a being, then you say he's a small guy, or he's a big guy, or he's a rich, he's poor, he's intelligent, he's stupid. So all this is still an Atma, but expressed in an upati. So when I see the upati, I make a judgment call on them. But when I see the Atma, you are same as me. That's why we are able to do namaskaram even to a young boy in our tradition. Anybody we can, because we do namaskaram to the Atma in that, which is not the upati. So this is what Mother Maharaj is telling him. It's an Atma. Right. Now I understand. But where is this Atma, Guruji? Then he says, the second line, Atma asya jantor nikito guhaya. You can say asya Atma, or you can say Atma, this Atma. Asya janto, jantuhu. Jantu means Jiva Rasi. You are a Jantu. I am a Jantu. The grass is a Jantu. The tree is a Jantu. The cow is a Jantu. Hiranyagarbha is a Jantu. Ishvara in a way is a Jantu. Because it manifests the Chaitanyam, and there is an upati there. Now, if it is all pervasive, when I ask the question, where is it? I need to have a location for it. But if I put a location, am I not violating the tenet that it is all pervasive? How can all pervasive be located? This you must understand. All pervasiveness is not something my indriyas can understand or appreciate. Someday, some stage, I can be one with that. Because I have a limited intellect, which requires nama, rupa, guna, vishesham, I have to find a location. Electricity, I can prove it in a battery. Light is everywhere, but I need an object to reflect light. Do you understand? So, what I'm trying to say that here, there's nothing wrong in saying Atma is existing. So some people say, no, why are you going to temple? God is everywhere. Well, if you say it with a true understanding of God, that's fine. If you say it because you are lazy or if you don't want somebody else to do this thing, rituals. Somebody asked me a question, and I think it's relevant to quote that word. You know, why God cannot really take care of evil things, and no, it is not God's task. In the eyes of God, we don't need to worry about God in Vedanta right now, but just for the context I'm giving. God, there's nothing good or bad in God. God does not see anything good, anything bad. Everything is what? Mithyatvam, it so be it. So if I am evil intended. I do all this thing, all that I do, pranayam I do. My intent is to dominate you, to destroy the world. God will bless me with that. Atma will bless me with it. Okay, so be it. No, I want to do good things, so be it. So the grace is, no, we always mistake. Grace is what is good for us. We judge, we make a judgment on it. No, I tried very hard. No, God has no kripa. I didn't get the promotion. As if God has nothing else to do but to give you a appraisal for it. But in a way, if you understand Vedanta, if you're not getting a promotion, or I had a failure, I have a disease, I have a loss, it is as good as I have a promotion, I won a gift, I got a child, I got married. The blessing is Ishvara Prasad. It's very difficult to accept, okay? Let me tell you this one, because I would not say this if you are not in this class to look at it. Because how can I say, somebody says, look, I have this tragedy in my life. If I say, it's God's grace, you get angry, right? I'm suffering, and you say God's grace. So people say, okay, pray to God, let God gives you good things. We say that so that you get consolation. But a true Vedantic aspirant, God gives whatever you ask for, whatever is needed. Because God has no difference of good or bad. That's why people don't appreciate when evil comes. Why? Where is God gone? You know, that earthquake comes, tsunami hit. Why? Why God? Where is God? God is there. God is very much the tsunami. That is the reason I say we need more satsang. Dharmastam sthapanarthaya. When these jivas are ill-intended in the life, in the world, we need some jivas for well-intended. So we see in Puranas, devas go to the god and they do, Chandi, please come and kill this Mahishasuran. Why, if they don't ask, when the Chandi come and do it? She won't do it. Why? Because it's a drama. The reason why we worship, you see the Puranas, Devas are doing penance. Sri Mada, Sri Radhaki, Chiriknikunda Sambhuda Devakari Samudyada. They are doing yagyam in the Puranic way, I'm saying. Vedantic way, there's a different meaning. They do yagyam to say, Ambal, please come. Now, what happened now? Now there is a prayer, Atma Vishwasam, to have good things to happen. The Atmas in them say, so be it. So if the worshipping for goodness is higher, good things happen in this world. You understand? So this is what dharma is all about. Dharma is the balance of it. When the adharma is exceeding it, you need dharma karyam. See, people say a mistake, why we have these Shankaracharyas, all the Ramanuja, all these Jiyas and Acharyas having a madam and then preaching to do Trikal Sandhyavandanam, Pujas, Shevas. Why can't they all teach Vedantam, Advaitam, and then go? Because there's a stage for them to go. But the world has to live. Dharma has to be lived. If the acharyas don't preach dharma anushtanam, our mind will be corrupted and be looking for evil things, and evil there will be. God has nothing to do with this. That's why you have to have the dharma anushtanam. So even though you do the Vedantam, even if you become an Advaiti, you still have an obligation to do dharmam, because you have the obligation to the Mithyatvam of the world to survive. I digressed, but I think it's useful. Now, I want to now understand where is the Atma. Nikito Guhayam. It is in the heart of your Jantu. Every Jantu, this Atma is there. If it is a cow, this Atma is there. Yes, thief, Atma is there. A Rakshasa, Atma is there. Rama, Atma is there. Krishna, Atma is there. It is in everywhere, but it is present spurti, spurana, pulsation in the hriday. It's not a physical heart, but there's a subtle heart. You can also take buddhi, because people normally say buddhi means somewhere in the brain. Okay, buddhi is also hridaya. Hridaya sthanam is buddhi. The subtlest of the mind is buddhi. There is a guhya. Guhya means guha. Now guhya means secret. Guha is the location of secret. Ragasyam. Why it is ragasyam? Because you're not able to see it. That's why it's ragasyam. Nobody revealed it to you. It's ragasyam. Even if it is revealed, you don't understand. It remains as ragasyam. I go and tell them this is what it is, but still nobody understands it. That's a Paramaragasyam. So this is the Paramaragasyam, and it is darkness. Guha is always dark. The Gu Shabdam is darkness. Guru. The Ru Shabdam is destruction, annihilation. So Guru is one who removes the darkness. That means when you are near the Guru, the Guhyam is revealed. You understand? Because darkness is revealed. When the darkness is revealed, who is there? Atma. Asya janto nikito guhayam. Atma is revealed. The Atma is what? Me. So when I am on the Guru's grace, because of the light of the Guru, I know myself. See, Vedantam, when you come to Vedantam and Vedanta Vicharam, you will not gain anything. Let me warn you this. I've been telling you before. You will not gain anything extra. I want my daughter to get married or my son to get a job. Okay, pray to God, do some karmas, maybe it may come through. Then what is the point of Vedanta? If it is negative because it is giving you back you. So everything that you put on yourself as you or yours are discarded. So Vedantam, by very definition, is Nivritti Marga, not the Pravritti Marga. This is why Nachiketas didn't go for Nachiketa Agni. He doesn't want to acquire Swarga, all this kind of a samsaric cycle. He chose Adhyadna Vidya, Vedantam, Vedanta Darshanam. That means he chose Shreyas, not prayers. Shreyas is Shishta, Shreshta Shishta. That means you will lose out. Don't worry. You lose out the darkness. Because if you had a question in your mind, if the Atma is my heart, Why I'm not able to see it? What is the darkness in my heart? I am a good person. I am a satsangi. I do seva. I do Trikala Sandhyavandanam. I do this puja. I teach people many things, good things. But I don't have Atma Darshanam because you look at what you said. I do this, I do this, I do this. I don't get it. So the I-ness minus, not minus is a minus. I'm taking M-Y-N-E-S-S is M-I-N-U-S minus. That is the darkness. That take a notional identity of who you really are. You become a personality, we call personality development in management. Or you do an appraisal of it, and your negotiating skills are bad. So you go and do a training, you develop your personality. But it's a good thing. The personality is something you build to show you as a person. What kind of person is depending on what you want to do. So it is a cooked up nature of yourself. And that is what I call it a Jiva Bhavam. That's what you and I are. After the class is over, and I would say, no, I work there and do this. Nothing wrong in this. No, you have to do this. But when I do that, I do it, or you should do it, with the true understanding that you lie. This is the white lie. Because if you are seeing an actor in a drama and he's acting, he's an acting as the inspector of police. On the drama, you'd say, I am the police. But he knows in the heart of heart, you're not a policeman. In fact, he's afraid of policemen. You see, the duality is there, and there's a Vishishta Advaitam is there. I am not either neither this police nor this man. I am something different. So the Guhyam is darkness because of my notional identity. Here it is giving me, I asked the first question, what is Atma? It gave me Anurvaniyan, Magdomihiyan. Okay, I understood that. All pervasive, immeasurable. There is a location. It is telling me Asijandodigidoguhaya. That means I don't need to search for it anywhere. Hey, don't I have to go to Narmada Parikram, Kailash Yatra, Kashi Yatra, Sridangam, Divyashetra visit? Don't I have to do all those things? Yeah, you can do all those things. But what are you searching there? Searching God. Fine, you won't find him. Why? Because you are searching where he is not expressed. This Purnam Spurti is not there. He is there everywhere. He is there as a Ranganatha Peruman. He is there as a Shiva in front of you, but there is a distance between you and him. Samipyam is there. Sayujam cannot happen because he's still an object of perception. So where is he? Nihido Guhayam. So don't I have to go to the pilgrimage? In Shankara Digvijayam, Sureshwaracharya or Sanandana wants to go for a trip. He was with the Guru all the time. He's traveling with him, and at some stage he says, Guruji, let me take a leave from you. I want to go travel around. And there are interesting slogas there. Shankara says, why do you want to go? It will be tiring, Every time you go, you don't know where to get the food, where to stay. So you lose your time in Mananam, Shravanam. You may have some tips coming. Your health may get spoiled. He gives all kinds of suggestion that there's no point in going there. But he's adamant, no, I want to go. he counter argues, I understand all this, but if I go and see different people, I get a different mindset. My mind get expanded. I get peace. Then Shankara says, very good, go for it. But then the story goes and he realizes and then he runs back to the Guru. So here, please don't stop going to the temple. What I'm saying is, when you go to the temple, you're going there to prepare yourself with a personality to look back into. Next question is, if it is inside my heart, who can see that? I can't see it. Who can see it? And the next question is, and what's the prayojanam of it? He says, Tamakrudu pashyati vidashoko dadu prasadan mahimanam atmanah. Very loaded words here. Mahimanam atmanah. Asya atmanah mahimanam. The wonderful nature of Atma, you will know, you will realize. Now, you don't see it. It's not an object. You realize the blissful nature of who you are inside. That you can see. There are some conditions for it. Who can see it? Tam, that one, akraduhu. Tamakraduhu, it is tam akraduhu pashyati. Pashyati means he is able to see it. He is able to realize it. Who is this person? Akraduhu. Bhashyakara gives a meaning. He takes, literal meaning is akraduhu is ragadvesha rahita. One who doesn't have desires of like and dislike. So the kradu shabdam is kriya padam. It's a kriya shabdam. So kriya is those days about Vedic karma. And Vedic karma outwardly only done for prayojanam of laukika. So you do this putra kameshti yagam, vajapeya yagam, ashmeta yagam. All this thing you do, nachiketa sagni, you do to get something. It's a kama sankalpa. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, akratu means one who has kama sankalpa rahita, who does not have the sankalpam or a desire to achieve things by doing action. It's not that he's not doing action. Bhagavan explained this in a big way in Bhagavad Gita. Don't renunciate your task. Renunciate the doership. Karma Yoga. So akratu here is one who has no desire of acquiring any benefit out of what he has to do and what he has not to do. What does it mean? It means he has been a karma yogi, he has been a karma sannyasi, and he focused on his mind. Therefore, he is a upasana. He does upasana. In other words, he's got a very clean mind. That's what it means. Bhagavan says, Smarana Manana Nididhyasana Linga. Linga means signage. So you take your focus is on this Smaranam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. That means you are in the Jnana Marga, Vichara Marga, which means you are doing all your duties without any attachment to it. So this mantra is whole Vedanta. The whole Bhagavad Gita is expanding this akradahu. Karma Yogam, Karma Sannyasa Yogam, all this is what? Akradahu. So Upasana Yogam is all about Akradahu. Pashyati. He experiences. Now, take the last line here. How does he experiences that? I do that. My mind is clear, but I'm still not able to do. He says, Dhadu Prasadan. By the way, you do all this Karma Yoga, Karma Sannyasa, and you do Vicharam, that to have the Atma realization, you need a prasadam of Dhatu. You can take three meanings for this. First meaning is Dhatu. The Dhatu is the root of your embodiment. In Ayurveda, they talk about 7 dhatus in your body. Shuklam, Majja, Rakta, like that. Indriyas, Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas are the dhatus. So Dhatu Prasadhan means you have to have the blessings of your Indriyas. Why? Only when my Indriyas are in control, I can be a Akraduhu. Understand? That means I have a duty to ensure I have a sound body and mind and intellect. So Vedanta, it doesn't mean, I have this kind of a vairagyam and I give up everything, don't eat anything, I just go and listen to. No, you will get sleep. You get ulcer. Sometimes people misunderstand vairagyam from carelessness. Vairagyam is carefulness. This body is anityam. I know Vedanta. I don't need to worry about it. I don't care about my body. Let it decay. I don't eat anything. That is bad. Because that is not vairagyam. It is mudam. Saucham. In yoga, you have to have a bath. You have to clean your body. You must have sattvic food. Bhagavan spends at least 10, 11 mantras, shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, going down to the level of what you should eat, Arjuna. Come on. In such a battleground and giving a wonderful knowledge, he comes back to his breakfast and lunch and dinner. Why? Because he is a compassionate guru. Because if you don't eat right food, right amount, right time, you don't clean up your body, Dhatu Prasadhan won't be there. I sit in the meditation, 10 minutes, my tummy is hurting, headaches, pain in my back. You cannot achieve it. So treat your body and mind with respect and reverence. Feed them well. That is one meaning of it. The other meaning is Dhadu Prasad. Here, Dhadu is one who gives you this knowledge. It's a guru. So you need a guru kripa. So you cannot take a book, Upanishad book, and you are a Sanskrit scholar and you have some dictionaries and the internet provides you. You hear some of these lectures here and there. You formulate your opinion. You have a correct understanding of it, but still you don't have a Dhadu Prasada. You need to have that Guru's grace on you. So you need a Guru to give you that. And Dhatu is also the Lord. You need God's grace. But Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara. So the Guru is in the form of God. God is in the form of Guru. So what is therefore, we understand that the Atma is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. That means all pervasive, always there, immeasurable, unknowable. Wonderful. But it is expressing itself like, like if you look at you have a rodent at home, the rat is going around looting the place and you want to find where the rat is going. You find it, you chase it, and then it goes into the little hole and you can only see its tail going through. See, by following the tail, you know where it goes, right? Like that, it's a Sutratma. The tail of Atma is revealed through the Spuranam. The breathing. Why breathe? You just think, discuss, sit down yourself, and then you discuss yourself. I am not breathing now. Control the breathing. But the breathing forces you to. Who makes me breathe? When you think, or how does a thought come? Or who am I? So all these thoughts are like the rat's tail. They're giving you, waving you. And when you hold on to it, oh, I said, Ramesh, don't do it. I get angry. I get angry. Then you think, the anger comes to me. Where does the anger comes to me? Where is this anger residing? Where am I? This is manana. Then you think through it, and these rat tails will take you, and you find this guhya. But to do this, you need to have your body and mind not intervening. You have mind control, body control. Kathopanishad. Okay? If I do all this, what is the prayojanam? Vita shoka hai. That means you are transcending this shoka. This is the most important point. The whole purpose of Vedantam, the whole purpose of life is this, that you are fearless, you are griefless, you are sorrowless. See, if somebody tells me, if I ask him, are you worried about anything? No. Are you having any fear? No. Any grief? No. Then you are fine. You don't need Vedanta at all. But if you say, I'm extremely happy, I have lots of money, my children are established, everything is fine. But I have this little issue. When you say that, apurnatvam is there, you have to come to Vedanta. So all this apurnatvam put together is dukkha. So when you are out of this, then that means you are ashokam, dhadu and vida shoka. So anoraniyan magato mahiyan, atmasya janto nikido guhayam, tamaktudahu, pasyavi vida shoko, dhadu prasadan nahiman. So you can see this is the very comprehensive mantra. It defines Atma in undefinable term. It gives you the location where the Atma is. It tells you who can find the Atma. It tells you to find the Atma what kind of grace you need, what kind of tools you need, what kind of guides you need. And then it says, Prayojanam. If you know that, if you get realization, what do you get? Moksha. So if you know this one mantra, if you contemplate, the whole Vedanta is there. I wanted to take 2 more mantras, but I think I'll stop it here now. So, Sakana Bhavatu.
Sagana Bhavatu.
Sakanau Punattu.
Sagano Bhavatu.
Sakaviryam Karavavakai.
Sahaviri Karvavahe
Tejasvinavadidamastu.
Tejasvinavaditamastu
Ma Vitvishavai.
Mavidvishavahe.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Tat Sat.
Thank you, Raj.